Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Meredith, founder and lead marketer here at Marketing Maiden. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Maiden's Minute, a little episode where I give you some inspiration and information to help you market your small business better. So today I'm going to be talking about data, and I love data, so I'm super excited about this conversation. I think it really stems around a lot of small business owners, a lot of people that I'm talking with, and a lot of people here are just starting out. They don't have big numbers, they don't have big information, and when you're learning how to market your business and you're looking at data and reports, they're telling you, look at your Google Analytics, and when you have 12,000 people of traffic coming to your website, then this happens and this happens. And for a small business owner who maybe just launched their website and maybe have 60 people coming to their website, this information can be kind of distorting, it can be unmotivating, and it can be a little bit hard. So I want to talk to you guys about kind of the data points and some information regarding where you need to be to actually get real data about your small business without going like super big numbers. So this is something that I've been working with for a long time. This is information that I kind of pulled. I think I got this from someone was talking about it online, and I thought this was a really good piece of information, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And that's the magic number of data is 200. I know, super interesting. But what that really means is that when you have 200, visitors to your website, you have a combination of 200 pieces of engagement on a post. When you have a combination of, 200 people that come to a certain blog, when you hit that magic number, then you really have enough data to make an educated marketing decision. What this really means is, and this comes from experience, so I can talk about when I started my business, when I used to put posts out and I used to ask people, what type of content do you guys want from me? And I would get 5 people responding, or, I would have a few people here, a few people there, I'd have 50 people responding, and I would go in the direction, that these few numbers kind of provided me, and it wasn't quite an accurate direction. I wasn't getting an accurate read on my Google Analytics information when I had those kind of lower numbers in the beginning. I wasn't getting a good understanding of what kind of content I should put out on my social media platforms when I had that smaller engagement in the beginning. So, I kind of get this from experience. When I had those smaller numbers, I was able to make decisions, but they weren't really the overall decisions that I needed to make. They weren't, actually speaking to my whole target. They were only speaking to my mom and my sister who were commenting on my Facebook page at that time, It's not an accurate piece of information. So I think this is a really great number for all of you guys to strive for. Let's strive for getting 200 people to your website, 200 pieces of traffic to your website before you dive into Google Analytics and take a look at the data a little bit more. You do this from backlinks, you do this from your posting. There's a lot of ways you can do this, but get it up to 200, and then you can start making decisions on what keywords you should rank for. Then you can start making decisions on what type of blogs people are really coming to. Then you can make decisions on the behaviors, on the traffic of the website and things like that. 200 is that magic number. I really see this when I'm talking about Google Ads too. I love Google Ads. I love testing ads. I love playing with new things, but I have to really wait until I hit that number, that 200 number, to actually make a decision if something's working or not. Now, I know some people out there might be saying, hey, isn't that a little bit of wasted traffic? And I guarantee you it's not. I think the stat is 37% of all website traffic and all people clicking on your stuff is just spam anyway. So if you had, 200 people, 74 people out of that aren't even your traffic. So take that number out of your 200. Then you have, your super fans, your advocates, your parents, your sisters, all those people who click on absolutely everything. That's, and best friends and stuff like that. That's probably another, a couple percent, at least 30 people. So that's at least 100 people out of a 200 that probably aren't really, your core demographic, your ideal customer, people who are organically finding you. You actually need those higher numbers for you to be able to actually test stuff and get a really good understanding of what the process is in any part of your sales cycle for a real person out there, your real ideal customer that you want to serve in every way possible. So that's our number 200, whether it's Google ads, whether, like I said, it's Google Analytics. If it's social media, you want to add up, all your views, all your engagements until you get 200, get to that number. Any surveys that you do, I felt like this number didn't really apply to that quite as much, because to get 200 people to respond to a survey is kind of significant. So that number still kind of sticks where it used to be, which is like 10. But I think other types of things, email marketing, fantastic. Once you have 200 opens, you can kind of make a better decision. Once you have 200 clicks on something, you can make a better decision. Website traffic, it's definitely something too. Blogs, it's something, that it can be applicable there. I think this is a great golden rule. And I think it's a great piece of information for all of you guys out there who are starting your business and brand new social media. Maybe you're brand new to social media, maybe you're not. Maybe this is the first time you're kind of putting out your message. Don't react when there's only 5 or 6 clicks. Give it a little bit of time, let it grow a little bit, and then make some decisions based off once you get at least 200 pieces of data for you to work off of. So that's the Maiden's Minute for today, guys. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that this makes sense. If you have more data questions, always let me know. I love talking about data. So if you have any more questions, leave them in the comments below. Thank you all so much for being a part of my community and joining me here. I've absolutely loved getting to know some of you, responding to your comments, and kind of helping you guys out with marketing. My whole mission here is to help the real small business owners, like the real ones, the ones that don't, have these huge blogs and these huge sources, starting out, who just needed to learn how to market their business better and to grow. So thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing for my channel and supporting me. If you have any questions or comments, always leave them down below, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.